sense. But any come and see, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. The Seahawks take over first and 10. Their own 19-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Carson, who was a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, has picked up the pace this year after a slow start. 3 straight 100-yard games. Most recently, Week 6, 124 yards and the game-winning score in the 4-point win over Cleveland on the road. That catch certainly easier than the one Tyler Lockett made in the back left corner of the end zone in the Thursday night win over the Rams in Week 5. My goodness, that was incredible. In fact, the advanced metrics called it the most improbable catch in the NFL in the last 2 years. And if for some reason you missed it, look it up. Pretty impressive.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Steps away to his left. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and pointed towards the target downfield.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. On 3rd down, Carson, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he's got Lockett. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. From the 31, Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football. And the Ravens have got it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, an even 90 yards, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And oh, it's blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Bad move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 33 and a first. On first down, Wilson. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up second and long. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target, and it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wilson being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 11 now, Wilson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. It's caught. Block it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. This is taken at the 15. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down now. It's Ingram, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll run here with Edwards, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He cuts it middle, and he's got some. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Jackson, option right. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Throwing is Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Escaping, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Flush to his right. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. P8's here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now it's Jackson. Big hold of Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is Carson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. There goes Mark Ingram. 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 77 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz clogged and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Gonna look deep. And Wilson's gonna be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 34 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Ravens have got it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson flushed out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. That's going to be caught by Nick Ballore. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. And Dixon has it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Wilson now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. The big man, get the action. Oxygen tank ready. The 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Blue down, blue down.
And it's third down.
Jackson, option right, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A fourth down gamble turns into a fourth down scramble, but all is well. First down. They'll run here with Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. Third and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long fourth and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. Fourth and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, watch that, and watch the block. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the block, watch the block, watch the block. Watch the block, motion, put.
Jackson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback. There to make the grab. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Jackson steps away. Now he'll pull it down. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 27, Wilson being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Seahawks on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8, and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Jackson.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right?
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 77 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson, flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. Time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Open man is Gordon, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. To throw is Wilson. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They go play action here on first down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Look at the big man rumble. 20, 10, 5.
Well, that drive